This is CBS.
Claudia, how you doing? Nice to see you. Yes.
Oh, thank you. You're one to talk. Look at you.
Lean and long and lanky and
luscious
big Elle.
and ludicrous.
What did I call you the first time you were here? Mount Elle.
You have a good memory.
Yeah.
Okay, well, certain things you never forget. Well, I wore a very conservative jacket for you today, so as not to inspire that kind of, you know, nickname.
No.
I was never going to live it down.
I saw you on with David Letterman one night, and he said, "Look at us, the new Regis and Kathie Lee."
He wishes.
Yeah, he wishes.
Even
I.
But I read something, I was surprised that the calendar was coming out because I knew you had, I guess, did you break a leg skiing? I broke a leg skiing, that's right, last year, in March. And it was okay. I mean, the leg was broken for about 2 months, but what happened is I stopped working out. Well, you couldn't. And that was, well, that was a good excuse. And it was like, I don't have to do this.
But that's very dangerous, especially in your profession, right, to suffer a broken limb like that?
She had some money to fall back on.
I guess it wasn't dangerous.
I just love the way you said it. No, it is. I mean, it's not dangerous. It just means that you can't work for a few months, which is a bit of a
drag,
pain.
right?
A bit of a drag.
Well, you seem to have gotten your old form back.
But it's interesting the way she did it. You went, what, shopping and looked in the mirror and...
I was at work, actually. It was really funny because, as I said, so I broke the leg, I stopped working out. I thought it was quite fabulous, actually, because I lost all this weight, and I thought, I look pretty great, don't I? I don't need to work out after all these years of saying this is what you've got to do. And I was at work, and I walked past the mirror, and I caught a glimpse of myself, and I thought, that's not me. I saw myself, I thought, that can't be me. But it was.
Had gone to jelly, you said.
It had gone to jelly, so I thought, got to do something about this.
Started running again?
Started running again. You run too, don't you?
I really do fast walking, and then when I'm feeling very feisty, I turn it up my treadmill to run. But I'm really a walker.
Are you one of those?
I'm a lot older than you are.
Not a lot.
Yes.
A little bit.
Are you one of those who never watches what she eats because you burned it off?
I think that in general, I believe that everyone can really eat what you want. It's just how often.
And how much.
And how much.
What do you have? How many meals a day do you
So I
have?
eat twice a day. And I eat big meals. I mean, you know, like 3-course meals. And sit down. I think if you're standing up and you're eating a hamburger and you're standing up, it's like, it doesn't register in your mind that you've eaten. It's like another, you know, it's like nothing. But I sit down, I make a point of having a meal.
The ritual is half of it,
It's very important.
And you're a great
that's the
cook.
European part. That's what I've learned from being in Europe.
Yeah.
Well, let's take a look. Now, this is the 1992 calendar. This is February, so
But
this
she's
may be
not
sold
chilly.
out already, huh?
I don't know. Apparently, it's difficult to find.
It's
but,
sold out in most places. We had trouble getting it.
16 months. You gave the last 4 months of the previous year or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
For change.
Well, now, here's Elle frolicking in the sand.
There we go.
That's a nice fluff treatment, too, for the buns.
It is. It's very good.
Oh, I didn't notice that. Yeah, it is.
Great
I'm
health
sorry,
and
Elle,
beauty
but
trick.
that looks like it hurts. I'm sorry. Those things
It
look like...
it
they're
doesn't hurt.
Really sure?
I swear to goodness it doesn't hurt.
You mean the thong?
Yeah, the thong.
It doesn't. You just have to get ones that are made well, that are wide enough.
Wide, okay.
It's all, it's all in the width of the thong.
Yeah.
Well, let's take a look at Elle here in red.
For Valentine's? Or is that...
That's September, actually.
September.
From last year.
Ah.
Got great shoulders, Elle, you know that?
Why, thank
Great shoulders. Am I holding up the right pictures here? Oh, they're on still. Then what am I holding this up for?
This
Why
is
don't
a
we
sweet
take a
one
look?
coming up.
Yeah.
I like this.
What is this one?
Animal lover that I am.
I like that one, too.
Yeah. Now, where was this taken?
That was taken in Broome in South Australia. And that camel really does look like he's smiling, doesn't it? Yeah. That's why I chose.
Hey, is it true that
camels and dolphins always look like they're smiling?
Yeah. Well, why wouldn't he be smiling? Look how close he is.
Well, I was willing to take credit for that too. But
Let me
actually
ask you
then I
something.
realized
Do
they
the
all
camels really have bad breath?
Camels do not smell very good, do they, Elle?
You know, it's not a good smell.
No.
Not a good smell.
All right, what's the next one? Let's see. Here's one from Harbor Island.
Yes.
Little polka dot bikini.
It's actually, it's a
gingham check, yeah.
That's what I say, a gingham bikini.
Very girl next door. Did you have a girl that lived next door?
Nobody ever looked like that, I'll tell you that.
You just probably didn't look hard enough.
Oh, my gosh, look at this. Elle.
That's a very interesting bathing suit, actually, that one.
Yeah, sure is.
You get a weird tan line in that, Elle.
It's supposed to be a one-piece, but actually it's not. I mean, it looks like a two-piece, but, you know.
Those sun rays are not that good for your body, you know.
That's true. I've been putting much more sunblock recently.
Let's go to the jungle.
With Elle.
Whoa.
Oh, I like that.
Elle looking like a panther.
I like these commentaries. Have you ever thought of getting a job with David Letterman?
But Elle looks like a panther, doesn't she?
Elle has a lot of different looks.
Nothing I've seen in the jungle, but anyway, that's... So do these sell well?
The calendar?
Yeah.
Apparently.
How many?
Well, in Australia, they're the only figures that I know for sure. 130,000, which is pretty good.
130,000 in Australia. 1 out of every 2 people's got one over there.
Practically, because we're only 16 million people.
That's sensational.
It's been a while. They're sold over 22 countries around the world. Wow. Including Russia and China.
You must have sold millions.
Not millions. I wish I'd sold millions.
Well, now what about the swimsuit edition? Are you going to be in that one?
This year, no.
How come?
Unfortunately. Well, I think it's a mixture of things. I think that having my own calendar and not being able to
dilute the effectiveness.
Yeah, and so I think it was difficult for them, as to book me, and I think it's time for new faces for them and time for new things for me.
What else? You're going to go into acting?
I don't know. That's not something I'm like actively pursuing at the moment. But you never know. I mean, some fabulous person could give me a fabulous role. And...
Excuse us.
What was that?
That camel. Sounds just like a camel.
Only, listen to me, only on this show do you hear sounds like that. No one knows what it is.
It's haunted.
But it's stopped
But it's
now.
gone now.
So we'll just proceed. And it's so hard to talk to a pretty young lady when you've got... But we don't care because we just don't care.
What's more important is that Elle doesn't care.
That's
she happens to be
right.
one of the sweetest people
She
around.
is a doll, and she's shooting in the 1993 calendar in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
All around the world, or...
Actually, I'm just going to one place.
Where's that, Elle?
It's going to be a surprise.
I may be there.
You have to wait.
He wants to call your travel agent.
Well, when you get it done, I hope you'll come on and visit with us again.
I would love to.
All right,
Leave
thanks.
the camel at home next
Yes,
time.
Elle MacPherson. Look for that new calendar soon. Thanks, Elle.
Still ahead on Live, Kim Alexis takes a workout with Regis.
Ah, the Nature Valley Granola Bar. Such simple sweetness. Such enjoyable crunch. Once you come to know this wonderfully wholesome taste, you realize a Nature Valley granola bar could be the candy bar nature intended.
An authentic deli-style sandwich
Hey, you want the Sal's Deli?
No.
used to come from a deli.
Sal sure knows how to make a sandwich.
Well, now they come from Oscar Mayer.
Didn't come from Sal.
Oscar Mayer deli thin bran slices, slow-cooked ham and oven-roasted turkey breast,
Ah, Morton's.
sliced razor thin. For a taste,
Dad, it's Oscar Mayer.
it's unmistakably Oscar Mayer.
They opened the deli?
Oscar Mayer deli thin, nothing but the best.
Beat the heat with a cool 50% off at the July clearance sale at Hurwitz Mints and Units.
One half-price savings on a great selection. Come early for best selection and get one half-price savings on quality from Henry Don, Baker, Drexel, Heritage, and more. One half-price on special purchases. One half-price on one-of-a-kinds. One half-price on 4 samples. Don't miss the store-wide savings.
Hurry, at 50% off, they'll go fast. Hurwitz Mints and Units, the affordable dream.
Building's on fire and people are trapped inside. A car in front of you loses control and crashes before your eyes. Your child is pulled from the water unconscious. Your husband has a heart attack, and there's no time for 911.
I just stood there panic-stricken.
It's a matter of life and death, and no one's there to help but you. Learn how you can save someone's life on the next Open.
Today at 3 on WWL-TV, Channel 4.
Kathie couldn't take it, couldn't bear to watch me taking my workout with Cindy Crawford. But you all know Cindy Crawford. You see her all the time. She's on all the magazines. One of the most famous of all the cover girls. There she is on Cosmo. Here she is, Halston, with the perfume. In any event, not only is she a cover lady now, but she's doing a little acting and is currently featured in the latest music video from the great George Michael. Let's take a look.
Won the race, got out of the place. Went back home, got a brand new face. For the boys at MTV. I gave away the place, the game has got to
I saying that's our workout, me on the bar and her in the tub. But she has to work hard to look so beautiful, you know, and she goes up to Radu, which is my gym, too, on 57th Street here in New York, and this is what we do when we're up there. This is how Cindy and I take our workouts up here at Radu. This is the official workout. We do a little warming up first, Cindy on the Stairmaster, and me on the
Always
bike.
side by side.
Oh,
I won't work out.
we are inseparable up here. We inspire each other. She loves my triceps, and I love all of her, and that's the way it is. Anyway, how do you feel today? Pretty good?
I feel good. This is good because it sort of gets me in the... Usually I'm really beat when I come in here, so it's good to sort of...
It's incredible, isn't it? You think that you'll never do another step, and you come up here and you get all worked up. I enjoyed your video, incidentally, on TV.
Thanks.
Yeah, that was fun.
George Michael video.
Yeah?
Yeah, we had a good time doing it. It was fun.
Did you work out before you did?
No, I should have. I didn't know I was in the tub.
Uh-huh.
But actually being in the... Well, it was a tub with no water in it, so it was okay.
Yeah, really is exotic looking. When did you start working out, anyway?
I mean, I started working out. I've always really done exercise, but last March I really felt I wanted to get in good shape.
Mm-hmm.
And I hadn't met Radu before because we were friends or whatever. And so I came in March and I said, okay, I'm really ready to come at least 2 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
Try to come 3.
Yeah.
What about you? Because you're...
Well, you know, we had a little contest on the show. I was going to get my abs down to when I was, 17 years old, get that old...
Try to put that old sweater jacket on.
Exactly, the old 30-inch waist thing. And so I came up here and started working in earnest and actually got the bump. You know what it is?
No, I know you get a pic
You look
from it.
forward to nothing. Yeah, exactly. So I did that, and I got my 30-inch waist incidentally.
That's great.
30 size 30 jeans, and I feel great, and here I am.
Yeah, but now it's time to go to work, guys, because those 30 inches don't come by just talking about it.
All right, Rabbit. Time to go to work.
Warm up.
This is how Cindy has to warm up.
Chest pass, chest pass, chest pass. That's the guy, that's the guy.
A little breather.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm going to do one that's really good for girls, for Tushy.
Okay, good.
And it's also really great for your posture.
Uh-huh.
And you start with the bar up and you extend your arms. As you see Gigi makes me. And then I do like 20 squats.
20 with the arms up.
And it's good that you keep your heels up like this.
Yeah, this is like a
helps you keep
snatch.
your balance.
You remember the weightlifting snatch position, exactly that stretch and
I've noticed really a difference in my posture.
Very nice. Very good form. I could sit here all day. In fact, I think I will.
Fuck the jam, pump it up while your feet are thumping. And the jam is pumping. Look ahead, the crowd is jumping. Pump it up a little more, get the party going on the dance.
Okay, time to work on our chest, Cindy. Time to work on our chest.
Okay, ready?
Ready.
We must.
We must.
We must.
We must.
We must increase our bust.
We must increase our bust.
The bigger, the better.
The bigger, the better.
The tighter the sweater.
The tighter the sweater.
The boys depend on us.
The boys depend on us. And we're depending on you, Cindy. Yeah.
Hey. Thank you, Radu.
Okay, now this is the exercise that I always do because this happens to affect Cindy's favorite muscle of mine.
I'm very partial to triceps.
She loves my triceps. What can I tell you?
I like to improve it.
Okay,
Let's
Radu.
improve it. Let's improve it. Okay, back and let's
This
go
is easy
down
to
and
do
up.
on a chair or anything at home now, too.
Yeah.
Get up, turn up, swing the shoulders back and forth, and that's per movement.
Yeah.
Breathe out, breathe in.
Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. That's why it's getting big. Oh, wait till Cindy sees these now. Cindy, look at that.
It's real. It's real.
Oh,
it's
Cindy,
real.
please.
It's real.
You'll never see anything like that again.
And up to the other one. And down.
Oh, this is for the side gut.
Yeah.
And the oblique. For the oblique. Correct. Nice waistline.
And this weighs around 12 pounds. This is what they call the old-fashioned medicine ball. So what's going on, Cindy? I understand you're going to be on MTV quite a bit, huh?
Well, I just shot my new House of Style show for winter, and I interviewed this really cool rapper guy named the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh, yeah, Will Smith, I think is.
Yes. And so he taught me, he dressed me up very fly, which is the cool word for rappers.
Oh, boy.
In high tops and gold chains and stuff. And we had fun.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it was good.
So you're really branching out from just the covers and the photographic stuff into television, maybe movies, huh?
Well, it's like anything that gives me a chance to do something different, you know? I'm just trying everything right now. It's fun.
Now, how long can you keep doing this exercise?
I think we're about done, don't you?
I knew you'd give up, Cindy. I knew you'd give up. This happens to be my very favorite exercise, and this is the exercise that keeps me going day after day to Radu's gym. Are you ready, Cindy?
No smart remarks from you, Regis.
Not a word.
This is good
I
for
wouldn't
the
even
legs.
look, as a matter of fact, but boy, you got long legs.
How come I always get so many volunteers for this one?
I don't want you doing this with anyone but me. How does it feel? Good? Well, is it good for you? Now, this is how you conclude every exercise session at Radu's with this stretch, which really puts everything in place. Don't you love this part of it, Cindy?
Yeah, I mean, this is the only thing, like, you really can't do this to yourself. It's a lot harder to stretch yourself.
And they press down on you, and boy, you feel everything going back right where it should be. Now, easy, Gigi.
We sound like two old people. And only one of us is.
Now, wait a minute. Well, so there you go. That's what we do 3 days a week at Old Radu Salon. Not bad duty, huh? You'd go to a gym, too, if you had her to work out with.
Next on Live, the beautiful Claudia Schiffer.
After 43 years on the production line, the big day is here.
You enjoy your retirement.
Okay, thank you very much. Gonna miss you too. It's a chance to sit back, spend time with friends and loved ones, and explore new pursuits. The good life. I always can find something to do. Join one couple as they embark on the golden years of retirement. I'm Shelley Long, inviting you to watch Rites of Passage, a Family Works special presentation.
Brought to you by Tharp Sondheimer Tharp Funeral Home and by Freeport McMoran.
Southern Siding can smash high utility costs with their new energy-efficient insulated replacement windows. No matter what size, Southern Siding will custom-build energy-saving windows to fit your home. Installation is quick and easy, and you'll save on your utility bill both summer and winter. They can even pay for themselves with the money you save. We've shattered high utility costs, and we can put together a deal for you with beautiful insulated replacement windows. Call us today for a free estimate and start saving money tomorrow.
People who try K&B ice cream keep coming back for more.
I bet we go through 3 cartons a week.
Sometimes I get chocolate and mix it with cherry vanilla.
3 flavor, as long as it's K&B.
If you eat K&B Light, you could eat more.
And not feel guilty.
K&B really makes it themselves.
That's why it costs less.
I could pay more, but I like K&B.
Yum!
K&B ice cream, just $1.49 a half gallon at your K&B drugstore. When it comes to making great ice cream, we're personally yours.
It's a place to go when your life needs a breather. It's where families in the South can be found most weekends in the summer. And it's where people tend to go if they happen to have a picnic basket. Of course, if you were to look in one, you'd probably find some sandwiches made with Bryan smoked turkey, or maybe even some Bryan honey ham. That's because every slice is made with real Southern flavor. It's just another reason we Southerners have it made in the shade. Bryan, the flavor of the South.
Yeah, you know, you look at these cover girls and it's hard to believe, but you must always remember that we all start out together in this world. It's just that something happens in the first 18 years of your life. For example, this was Claudia Schiffer. See?
Who'd have ever thought?
Started
You're a darling
out like
little
that,
baby.
And 18 years later became this. Wah-ha!
sort of like J.J. Philbin.
Yeah. All right. She, one of the most, has he got his hat on or his hat off?
It's on.
Okay.
You're
One
safe.
of the most talked about and most in demand and the highest paid models of our time, and a lovely face and terrific figure. And you see her everywhere. And now she's coming out in her own album. Here's Claudia Schiffer.
No, darling, calendar.
Calendar, yes. Holy cow. Whoa.
Hi, Claudia.
Claudia, how you doing? Nice to see you.
How are you?
Yes.
Is that a cat suit? Is that what they call a cat suit? Or is that just a...
No, that's actually a leggings and a body stocking.
Oh, I see.
It's called a panther suit.
Oh, is it? Well, whatever it is, it's effective.
Yes. Claudia, how have you been?
Good, and you?
Yes, we're fine.
Good,
We're
thank
good.
you.
We're still here. 2 years later. We met you a couple of years ago.
Was it? Oh, yeah, a year and a half ago.
A year and a
I think,
half ago, yeah. And you're still coming out in all these wonderful covers.
Yeah.
Still very much in demand. And now we have the Claudia Schiffer calendar.
For 1992.
For 1992, yeah.
Mm.
But
Shot
it's
in
out already
Martinique?
now. No, in Martinique, on this island.
How long did that take?
It only took us 3 days, actually. Went really fast.
Good. And who was your photographer?
Photographer is a French young man who is called Antoine Verglin.
Antoine.
Mon
Yeah.
Dieu.
Yes.
Mon Dieu.
Reach, can you show any of these?
No. But I sure can look at them, and they're very nice. You didn't want to see them, did you? Oh, leave us alone, will you? Come on, we're just trying.
Actually, I don't think you can show that one, Reach.
Okay.
No.
Would you like me to show this one?
Yeah, you show half of that.
Half of that?
They're provocative. They're,
All right,
they're beautifully shot.
Tell you what I'm going to do, just to keep everybody happy.
Actually, it's not as bad as he
making
tries
it sound.
to make
No.
it. you
Here's
know.
May.
I mean, if you look here, please, you cannot see anything.
No, actually, it's in good taste.
It's in beautiful taste. It's just a...
Actually,
Now that one you can show.
Yeah,
That's
here's a very pretty one. Here's
Actually, what we were trying to do was to do a calendar that was very sexy, but fresh and young, and not vulgar and not cheap.
Yeah.
So, and
Good
I think,
for you.
I think
you accomplished
we
that.
accomplished that.
Nothing vulgar and cheap about any
No.
of these. No, actually, there's a lovely bathing suit. There's September. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite month of the year?
I like January very much.
Why is that?
It's a shot of, it's a very modern shot, I just think.
No, I
And
just meant personally. Is there a month of the year that you particularly look forward to the most?
I agree with her. I like January, too. January's nice. It's a good month. Did the photographer fall in love with you as he takes your picture? Doesn't
Well,
that help
maybe.
to have that
I don't
little
know.
symbiosis, that chemistry?
No, it's true. If the photographer, if you don't get along well with the photographer, the pictures are going to turn out terrible.
It's a personality thing.
But you got to get along. And I know I chose this photographer because I really like him, and
You'd
we
worked
have a
with him
nice
before.
relationship. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so I thought this is a good base to do a calendar.
So what your other projects include the Guess jeans, right? I guess that's one of the most famous of all your clients.
Although you're not the Guess jeans
Well,
model.
anymore,
You're not
not
the Guess
anymore
jeans?
for
Oh,
the
I'm
Guess
sorry.
jeans.
See how that stayed in my mind, though?
No, I'm still working for the Guess perfume with Revlon,
Ah.
which I just came back from the tour again. We were touring all the time from North Carolina, and we're leaving again into Indianapolis Friday. So.
And what do you do
Still doing that.
on these tours?
Well, the same thing I'm doing here. It's like going to TV shows and interviews, promotion. Yeah.
Mm. Now, how old are you now?
20.
Oh, you turned 20.
Yeah.
So this has all happened in the last 3 years for you. Since the photographer or whoever it was saw you at the Dusseldorf disco?
Actually, it was the owner of the agency.
Owner
that
of
I'm
the
with.
agency.
Yeah.
You were just dancing away the night, right?
Right.
About 3 years ago?
3 years ago, yeah. It was really weird.
Which, if you just read that, makes it sound like you were just a party girl at the time, but you were a very serious student. And
I was a very serious student, and I didn't have pretty strict parents, and I wasn't allowed to go out like every weekend.
Just once in a while.
So once in a while, and this was once of the nights. I mean, if I wouldn't have gone out that night,
who knows?
Just by
I would
chance
be still at
dancing
school.
in this dimly lit disco, and
Yeah.
this guy sees you,
Mm-hmm.
and all of a sudden you become internationally known cover girl.
Yeah, well.
Some story, isn't
She
it?
thought he was putting her on until he called your house the next day, right? And you spoke to your parents.
Yeah, that's how it slowly started. It was not one day, from one day to the other, no.
So how do your parents feel about it all now?
They're very proud of it. They are following everything. They're pretty much down to earth. They're not freaking out now or something. And
I hate freak out parents.
You are the
Me too.
definitive freak out parent. Yes, you are.
Do you have
Anyway.
a boyfriend?
You asked me this last time already.
Well, I want to know again.
You want to know again?
Yeah.
That's the same answer as last time.
Which was?
Which was, I'm not talking about my private life.
Oh, you're not. Oh.
She learned very early.
Oh, well, excuse me.
We understand that you do have a boyfriend in Paris.
I'm together with somebody.
Yeah, and you're happy. And
I'm
it's none of
happy.
your business, Reach.
Yeah.
Guess not. But we're glad you're happy.
No, I'm very happy.
I'm happy, too.
You too. And you.
You happy?
Extremely, excruciatingly happy.
We're all happy. Now, where do you go from here? You go down to...
Indianapolis, did you say?
No, she's going right now
No,
to
actually, I'm
Walden
going to go
Books.
to Walden Brooks on
Lower
57
Manhattan.
Broadway.
To sign your calendar?
To sign
Sign
the
the
calendars,
calendar.
yeah, and we're going to have a...
Well, this is the first one I've seen for 1992.
They're
you know?
smart to get it out this
That's right.
early.
Oh, yeah, it always comes out that early, I mean.
We
all
thank
the
you very much for coming and being with us again, Claudia. See you in a couple of years, I hope.
Still ahead on Live, supermodel Milla Jovovich.
Come picnic in the park with the Pops. Get your lawn chairs, ice chests, and picnic baskets and come out to City Park's Marconi Meadow for the New Orleans Pops 1992 Picnic Concert Series. The fun begins Saturday, July 11th with Pops Prominent People. Musical performances by Coach Perry Clark, Sheriff Harry Lee, Ronnie Lamarck, Coroner Frank Mignard, and D.A. Harry Connick Sr. Call Ticketmaster for reserved tables or for general admission. Call 522-5555. Come picnic in the park with the Pops.
All right, friends, we're going to have another tire kicking contest with the granddaughters. All right, Casey.
That's a tough truck, Papa.
Okay, come over here. All right.
That's a tough truck, Papa.
Good, Christy. Okay, Ashley.
That's a tough truck, Papa.
All right, go ahead. Anna Kay.
That's a tough truck, Papa.
Good. Okay, Chelsea. Oh, that was great. All right, get in line over there. Friends, it's just still too close to calling.
Stand by in 3, 2, 1. Making headlines today is the success of Kid Watch. Here at the Louisiana Children's Museum, you'll find hands-on excitement in a real television studio. Back to you, Billy. And here's the forecast. At the Children's Museum, we're predicting lots of fun. All right, that's the news on Kid Watch.
Co-sponsored by Fidelity Homestead and WWL-TV Channel 4.
A building's on fire and people are trapped inside. A car in front of you loses control and crashes before your eyes. Your child is pulled from the water unconscious. Your husband has a heart attack, and there's no time for 911.
I just stood there panic-stricken.
It's a matter of life and death, and no one's there to help but you. Learn how you can save someone's life on the next Open.
Today at 3 on WWL-TV Channel 4.
One of the most beautiful women in the world coming on. Her face has graced the covers of more than 400 magazines. I know you're on Good Housekeeping. Who cares? You know what I mean?
I've got 2.
In
You've got
addition-
400.
2? What was the other one?
Working woman, I think.
Oh. Sorry, I asked.
How many do you have, Reed?
That's a fine magazine, Working Woman.
Of course it is.
Yes, it is.
But it's not Glamour, it's not Cosmopolitan, it's not Vogue.
She is, in addition to being the guest fashion editor for Good Morning America, the mother of 2, and hosts her own show now on Family Channel called Healthy Kids. And here's the beautiful Kim Alexis.
Yes. Yes. I said yes. Hi, Kim. Nice to see you.
Hi, Kimmer. How you doing?
Yeah, Kimmer.
Yes, Kimmer.
It's a new one.
So how you work out every day?
I don't do it every day. You were just, yeah. No, I don't. I do like 300 or 400 flights, and I'll do it every other day or something. If I can do it.
300 or 400 flights
on the
or
Stairmaster.
stay?
Yeah, like an hour on the Stairmaster all the way up at the top, you know.
Wow, that really is tough. The Stairmaster really gets me. I can't.
Well, you're doing free weights.
Yeah, I do free weights, but the Stairmaster is a toughie. I mean, I do maybe 30 flights, and I've had it.
Well, just dial it down a little bit, and then
build up your stamina, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You say your legs are now stronger than your husband's.
Well, he might not think so. We've sort of had to do, like, we've had competitions and things, but I'm almost as strong as him.
No
He doesn't
kidding.
work it
Well, he
out.
must be in pretty good shape, too, then.
Yeah,
he's a great-looking guy. I just saw my first picture of him.
Well, let's take a look at him right now.
He is.
He's all right.
How long have you been married now, Kim?
There's Jamie. So proud. It'll be 8 years in October.
How'd you meet this stud stallion?
I met him in Kenya when I was shooting my first Sports Illustrated bathing suit issue. He was over there visiting friends, and as a normal single man would, decided that he should stay and see what models look like in bathing suits. So.
How many were there?
Me.
Just you?
Thank goodness. He
Oh,
might
no
have picked
kidding.
someone else.
So this guy was out like stalking big prey.
Yeah.
This is a big game hunt.
He didn't shoot me, though, thank goodness.
The big Alexis hunt.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Was it
nice.
love at first sight, Kim?
For me, yes, it was.
It was?
Yeah. I mean, he had been there 3 months, and he was all bronze and had bigger muscles than Regis.
Really? Whoa.
Blonde, long hair.
So he looked pretty good to you.
Yeah.
Well, of course, there you were, man-hungry, lost in the jungle somewhere.
Reach.
Anything must have
Not a
looked good to you
jungle.
at that point, you know what I mean?
It's the My Saimara. It's pretty.
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah,
just
not
watched
jungle.
Out of Africa last night. It
I
really
love
is
Yes,
that
it's the
film.
same as
Gorgeous
the same
country.
look as that.
So we brought you back to Florida where he lives, right? And,
Right.
You've been commuting ever since.
Right, but I'm almost ready for a change. I've co-hosted the shows, and I have my own cable show on Healthy Kids you talked about, and I sort of want to try acting. So I want to start singing lessons, and I would like to start acting lessons, and take a couple years to work that out and put the kids in school up here. So we're looking in Westchester to maybe
So
get a
you make
house.
the-
And,
Wow.
Yeah. So we'll let him commute a little bit.
Well,
I'm
what does he-
tired of it.
what
I'm
does he
tired of
do?
saying goodbye to the kids like 4 or 5 days in a row.
Sure, I get
And I'll work during the day, and then at night, it's either hot or cold. I'm either with them 24 hours or nothing.
Yeah, that's
And
very
every week you got to take that
Right,
back and forth. What does your husband do?
He's a real estate investor.
Oh.
Sort of in a little bit of trouble lately with all the real estate going down like everything
In
else.
other words, he's dead broke.
I don't think so, Reach. Don't know.
No, that's bouncing back too, isn't it, real estate?
Yeah,
All
it
over
is.
the country?
It's a good time
And
to buy.
Florida's hot in more ways than one. Yeah.
What do you do on your show, Healthy Kids?
It's a half-hour show. It's backed by the American Academy of Pediatrics. Even the commercials, they approve. And it's sort of helping new moms and dads from birth to 4, giving advice on a lot of different issues from safety to immunization. The taping we just finished has something about AIDS, handgun safety, head lice, which a lot of people have a lot of myths about. Sunsense.
That's right. You've got an
CPR.
unlimited choice of topics there, don't you?
Right, yeah.
And
And it's
parents
really informative, and we try and, let them have a good time and smile as we're doing some of it. It's fun to learn and laugh at the same time. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Have you,
neat.
what's
I
the
keep
worst
learning.
mistake you've made so far with your
As
kids?
a parent.
I don't know. I guess probably, there's something on baby bottle syndrome where you put the bottle in their mouth just because you're tired and you don't want to worry about it to put them to sleep.
You never did that, did you?
Well, let me understand what you're saying. Because they're crying or...
At night, when they go to put them to sleep, you give them the bottle. And that milk and the sugar sits in the
sits
teeth,
in their
and
gums
it's not good for them. And I still had to do it. I was tired.
I just want to know if you've ever done that.
Well, you do it when they're breastfeeding. The baby goes right back to... But when they started with milk...
they swish out their teeth, and it's like...
I haven't done that. No, I must admit. What I do now is we try to give him his milk at his meals, and then he goes to sleep a couple hours later.
Well, good.
Yeah.
What's the biggest mistake you've made?
Not leaving you and staying home with him forever.
You asked.
The biggest mistake of my life.
But you're free to leave anytime you want. You know that.
Oh, no.
Where are you going to go? Excuse us, Tim. We just a little venom had to come out here. Now we feel better. Now we'll get back to you.
We feel great.
Yeah, we feel
You have
good.
venom and she has poison ivy.
Yes. I've got a lot of venom and she's got a lot of poison ivy. Triathlon. Do I dare try that one day?
That was
That's
fun.
a pretty strenuous thing.
Yeah, and then
it's bicycling, swimming, and
we did
running.
a half-mile swim, a 12-mile bike, and a 3-mile run. I finished in an hour and 20 minutes.
That's fabulous.
Fun. And then I did a shooting for ESPN right afterwards. I did some little sound bites for them and stand-ups. It was fun.
They've got a
I had to blow
major-
dry my hair. I looked like a rat when I was done, but
drowned rat.
I
Yeah.
bet you did.
Yeah.
That's terrific.
was
They
great.
have that major event. I see it on Wide World of Sports out on Hawaii, right?
Oh,
yeah, and they get out of the water.
The Iron Man.
People are killing each other. They're pulling each other. But someone pulled my ankles because I passed her. And there was all women.
Oh,
Aggressive
see how
little
vicious
women.
they can get?
Sisterhood is global.
And swimming up your back, and then you get out of the water and people were running to the bike. I walked. I was like, I was tired. And then you get on the bike and your muscles are just getting into the bike, and then you have to get off and you start running, and your legs feel like they've got lead in them. And it took me a mile to get used to the running. And then I had some guy with a motorcycle and a camera in front of me and I was like, the motorcycle fumes when I was trying to breathe.
Yeah.
And then they want you to look pleasant or give them like pain shots or whatever. And it's like, get out, get away.
Yeah.
That's a toughie.
But it was fun.
Well, it's so
really
good to
fun.
see you again, and we hope you stay in shape.
I will. And tell new moms to watch
I'm sure
Healthy
you will.
Kids.
Yes, absolutely. If you've got a new baby in your house,
Can
you
we
might
take
want to
a
watch
shot of her beautiful children
Healthy
that are sitting
Kids
over
on
here?
Family Channel.
Jamie
And here's
and Bobby.
Kim's children. And who's the big girl?
That's Leah. She's
Your
a friend
nanny?
of mine.
Is that
No,
your-
she's a friend of mine.
Yeah. Well,
Hi.
I can see
Say
that
hi.
those little boys have your looks, right? Your
They were in
blonde
the
hair.
dressing room today when I was spraying
Bobby's
my
got
hair.
2 black eyes, so excuse him.
Oh.
Look at that.
How did he get
He's
that?
so tired.
How did Bobby get black eyes?
He was chasing Jamie. He was running from
Oh,
Jamie,
boy.
the big one.
Yeah. All right, Kim. Thanks so much, and take care, and good luck, sweetie.
Thanks a lot, Kim.
Kim Alexis.
To order your very own Live with Regis and Kathie Lee mugs and T-shirts, call 1-800-LIVE-001. That's 1-800-LIVE-548-3001. Credit card calls only. A special note to our Canadian viewers that our 800 number is only open to U.S. residents. Live will continue in a moment.
The average funeral today costs over $4,000. But the most Social Security will pay to your survivors, if they qualify, is only $255, leaving your loved ones to pay the balance. That's why the Peace of Mind program was formed. It relieves families of the worry, cost, and confusion over funeral details.
It's good to know my family will be taken care of if anything happens to me.
Planning my mother's funeral was so hard for me. I'd never want to put my children through that.
It makes so much sense. My husband and I are both covered.
With the Peace of Mind program, there is no physical examination required. Our policy cannot be canceled, and we're accepted by funeral directors all over the world.
As a funeral director, I've seen what funerals can do to families, both emotionally and financially. That's why I recommend the Peace of Mind program.
I had no idea funerals cost so much. If we hadn't had the Peace of Mind program, I don't know where the money would have come from.
The Peace of Mind program not only helps with the decisions and costs of a funeral, but you're also given a free planning guide to help organize and carry out your wishes and help your loved ones when they need planning most.
I didn't have to worry about anything. Everything was taken care of.
I don't want my wife or my kids to have to go into their savings for me.
The Peace of Mind program is something we all have to think about. It's a program we'll all someday need. Don't put it off. For free information, call the number on your screen. Protect your family. Call now.
If you're between the ages of 40 and 80, you can get free information about the Peace of Mind program. You owe it to yourself and to those you love. To get your free information, just call the toll-free number on your screen.
Young love, you can't beat it. That was a 15-year-old Milla Jovovich. Now, there's some debate about her name. Is it Jovovich or is it Jovovich? Our mother says Jovovich, right? I'm going to go with her mother. And that was also her leading man, Brian Krause, who you'll meet on our show soon. And they're discovering love in Return to the Blue Lagoon, which opens tomorrow, incidentally. Now, Milla visited us back in September of 1988. She's only 15 and a half now, so what does that make her, 13 and a half, or maybe even 13, 12. But she was a top child model. Here's a clip from that show.
You're called the new Brooke Shields. Did you even know who Brooke Shields was when you were living in Russia?
No, I was more likely not to know who Brooke Shields was because I was really young when I left. So
What a face, though. Let's take a look at some of the covers that you've been on. There's the French magazine, the French Glamour magazine. Here's a typical publicity shot. Yeah, I can see Brooke Shields there, can't you?
Mm-hmm.
And a fashion modeling picture. And another fashion modeling shot. Well, it occurred to some other people, too, because when they made the sequel to Blue Lagoon, sure enough, Milla Jovovich got the Brooke Shields part. She's really a terrific young lady, just 15 years old, and here's Milla Jovovich. And she's grown up, too.
Yes.
Yes. Hi, Milla. How you doing?
Welcome back.
Yeah.
I can't believe you showed that clip.
Nice to see you.
I'm watching that on the little screen. And
Well, that's what you look like, what, 2.5?
I couldn't believe it. I'm
3
watching
years
myself,
ago.
this little baby, and oh my God, I'm older now.
Happens to everybody, huh?
Well, I don't know if you're here. It's like a meat locker. You get frozen in time every time you walk in.
But you know, you looked older than 12, or you acted older than 12 at the time.
Oh, yeah.
And now, of course, you seem older.
Well, now I act 12. Then I kind of stopped.
Yeah.
Now I'm back to it.
Yeah. So, big career developing out there in Hollywood, huh?
Yeah, I hope so.
It seems that way. She's got 2 movies. One of them is The Blue Lagoon, and the other one is with the Christian Slater, who's very, very hot right now.
Now, is that one out yet?
No, that's coming out at the end of the year.
They're calling him the young Jack Nicholson. He's got those...
I'm the young Brooke Shields. He's the young Jack Nicholson.
Can't anybody be an original anymore?
Yeah, absolutely. Does that bother you, that...
You know, sometimes it does get on my nerves sometimes because it's just over the years.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you're the second Brooke Shields, you're the second Brooke
Well, how
Shields.
do you
It's
think
like, I'm Milla.
Yeah, right.
Come on.
Well, how do you think she feels about it? I'm just kidding.
Have you
It's a
first
joke,
Milla?
Have you met her?
No, I haven't. But I just hope I won't be bored when I'm 26.
Why did she say she was bored?
Little catty Milla.
She deserves it.
Very catty Milla.
What has this quiet little show stumbled on?
I know. You don't think that could possibly happen to you? That you might, at the age of 26, not quite know what you want to do with the rest of your life?
I think if I'm not going to be on screen, then I'm going to be behind it because I want to direct and write a lot, get poetry published and, you know, short stories and stuff. So I have a feeling that I'll be pretty busy most of the time.
Well, you've got a lot of different talents then, and you're also an artist.
Yes.
And here are some of your sketches.
Yes.
This in relation to fashion work?
This is just stuff I think up.
Mm-hmm.
Do you take this with you everywhere you go and just...
No, actually...
I better look for some other stuff here.
Oh, here's one, like, right here.
Now, there's
almost
sort
looks
of
like a Disney-ish...
Yeah, but a devilish Disney-ish.
I don't know, it's kind of like my own little imaginary world. When I was little, I used to, like, draw these elves, and, like, I'd escape into my own little magical fairy world. There's stuff back here, too. This is like
But the eyes are very interesting.
But look at this one. Now, this is very interesting. What does that mean?
That was when I was really depressed. I kind of,
Yeah, I can see
very
that.
confused 15-year-old mind here.
Yes.
That's what the business did to me. I was such a good girl when I came on this show.
But, Milla, look at what you've done. You were lost on a desert island there with the Brian Krause, who's not bad, huh?
Not bad at all.
Nice looking guy. Did you get along with him okay?
Oh, yeah, we became great friends. I mean, we met at the airport, of course, but...
No, you didn't screen test together. That surprised me.
It was weird. I was kind of, hey, what if, like, we don't get along? What are they going to do? But no, they put a gun to our heads and said, get along now. No, we actually got along great when we met. He's really nice and really free and natural.
Yeah, seems to be a nice kid. So you flew over to Fiji?
Yes.
And you spent, what, 3 months on that island?
Right.
Can you imagine you and I on a desert island? We'd probably kill each other.
We're going 3.
We would, in 1 week. I don't think we'd be frolicking with the sharks that way.
No, be no frolicking. I would either be pushing her into a shark's mouth or she'd be pushing me into it.
Or off a cliff.
So you got along just fine, never had an argument? And
we had our, you know, every day seeing each other kind of...
Gets on your nerves, doesn't it?
Brian, get away now.
So there was no romance, no on-location romance?
No.
That hasn't happened to you yet?
Well, I don't believe in, like, that little on-set romance, off-set romance thing, because I think those are two, you know, if you're going to work together, then
keep it separate.
That's what I told you right from the beginning.
And I've tried so hard to remember it.
Wait a minute.
Please,
Is this going to get
Kathie Lee.
personal here? Because
Well,
I think
it just reminds me of a lot of things, Milla. But anyway, let's take a look at a clip, okay?
Great.
But in this clip, you are having an argument with Brian, all right?
Yes.
This is what happens, even on a desert island, all right?
It's not paradise.
Milla Jovovich, is that it?
Yes.
Okay. Brian.
Isn't that normal? I mean, you get stuck on a desert island, but guys are all the same, right? I mean, it's like there's no difference. You want to look at her because you can't see her. It's the same thing.
Who are they talking about? You?
What? No, they're actually a little catty captain's daughter comes with civilization.
Oh.
And she wears all her prissy little clothes.
Oh.
And I wear hardly anything. So, of course, guys, when they can't see it, they want it.
A little mystery.
So, Milla, you're living out in Hollywood now?
Yes. Isn't it a coincidence?
Yes.
Hollywood. Where do you live? Hollywood.
Milla's got her own show here.
Milla's going to be a stand-up comedian.
Milla doesn't need us here.
No.
Milla does it all by herself.
I need you, please. I'm sorry.
No, it's
The movie opens
refreshing.
tomorrow all around the country, and we wish you the very best, and I think it's going to be a big hit return to the Blue Lagoon.
Christmas later this year.
Yeah. Thanks, Milla, very, very much.
Nice to see you again.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
If you'd like to be a member of our live studio audience, please send a postcard to Live Tickets, Ansonia Station, Post Office Box 777, New York, New York 10023. Please include your name, address, and phone number, and the number of tickets you're requesting, which cannot exceed 4. Remember, postcard requests only, please. Live will return in a moment.
At Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries, we can show you sofas and love seats, coffee tables, wing chairs. We can even show you the light. Right now at Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries, you can save on every piece of furniture on our floor. The choices, as you can see, go on and on. We wish we could say the same about the offer.
18-hour tent sale ends Saturday, 6 p.m.
Her business cards read, 7,000 sailors can't be wrong.
I don't have enough things to worry about already. You know, that gave me just one more thing to worry about. And they're coming, and they're closer.
We welcome comedian Carrie Snow.
Angela, today at 4 on Channel 4.
4 days, 4 low prices, 4 days, 4 6-month 0% financing. It's the 4-day 4th of July weekend sale at Soundtrack. 4 days to get a Panasonic 20-inch stereo TV with remote for just $234. 4 days to get a JVC VHS video recorder with remote control. Now reduced to just $199. 4 days only. It's the 4-day 4th of July sale on high tech at Soundtrack.
Come celebrate south of the border at Carnival Latino, a fiesta of food, music, and more for just $2 admission, all at the foot of Canal Street. So catch the spirit of Carnival Latino, July 11th and 12th, a community project from WWL-TV Channel 4.
Illiteracy is a handicap we can't afford. If you're an adult and can't read, please call Operation Mainstream at 486-7323.
Okay, we will have all new shows next week. We hope you have a wonderful July the 4th weekend. And on some of those shows next week, Tonya Pinkins from All My Children.
Black, Luke Perry.
And Carl Malone. Have a nice day.
Have a great weekend, everybody.
Some members of our studio audience will receive the following: Werther's Original Candies, the classic candy made with real butter and fresh cream. An attractive gift has been provided by Cazal USA. Cazal's glamorous 957 sunglasses are available at better optical and sunglass stores. Cazal, because you deserve the very best. Paul Mitchell Salon Hair Care. We're as good to the environment as we are to you. Available only at fine salons. Tetley Iced Tea. Brew up some smooth, clear Tetley tea for that tiny little tea leaf taste. Bet you like it better. Next week on Live, Tonya Pinkins, Clint Black, Luke Perry, and Carl the Mailman Malone.
Live from WWL-TV, This is an Eyewitness News Watch.
Good morning. It's almost 9 o'clock. I'm Eric Paulson. New Orleans fire officials are looking for a cause in a 7-alarm blaze that destroyed an historic church this morning. Flames gutted the Progressive Baptist Church on South Robertson Street. Today's forecast calls for partly cloudy skies with a chance of widely scattered showers and/or thunderstorms by this afternoon. Highs today in the 90s. It'll be hot. That's News Watch. More news here in 1 hour.
Everybody knows if it's Borden, it's got to be good. And now, so is the price.
Free for the 4th of July. Free countertops with every Singer kitchen. Free countertops and 50% off at all Singer stores. Open on the 4th of July.
Now at Levitt's, you can buy rooms for less. Just look. Levitt's put this stunning 10-piece bedroom together for only $699. You get dresser, mirror, headboard, bed frame, Bassett posture rest, queen-size mattress and box spring, 2 nightstands, and 2 lamps. All 10 pieces for only $699 at Levitt's. See this and other rooms for less at Levitt's.
You love it at Levitt's.